Hello, everyone! Just give me a second to get fully set up, as you know I'm never ready for the start of a stream. But today, we're gonna be playing Phoenix Wright, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, the third one. Yes, we're doing so. Just give me a second, because I admit today's been a bit strange. So, just let me finish up doing a couple of things. Oh, and I'm really out of it, as you can tell. So I apologize. Not my intention, but it's happening. um. Sorry again. Brain's not working at full capacity today, let's just say. But yeah, no, I'm anticipating it to be a very fun stream. I don't know if you noticed the title of this stream, but I think it's funny for what's likely about to happen. Because I have a feeling we'll be hearing a lot of Batman today. Okay, I got this. Okay, I got that. I think everything's good. I think I'm finally good to go. Yeah, just sorry. Again, brain has not been working well. Okay. I don't know. My Switch is being weird. Okay, let's boot up Phoenix Wright. And I have plenty of water, so hopefully my throat won't die from doing all the voices and things. And yeah. Let's switch over to the live scene. Hello. It me, hi son, good to see you. Welcome. Oh wait, did I forget to turn this down? I did. Okay. Welcome in to what is hopefully the final stream of Phoenix Wright. No, not the Hody Clinic. No. I don't want to see him again. So, reading through the trial of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Wait a second. Oh, you think I might need one more session? Oh. To read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. Ended up catching a cold that seems to knock me and the world back. Or seemed... Well, yeah, because I didn't want to give you the chance to say no you, so... Hi, Platinum! Good to see you. I'm glad you saw my message of extreme importance. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. You got it anyways. No you, Platinum. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know he will be able to help me with them, somehow. Know you more, know you the most. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look like a green... You still look a little green in the face. Well, maybe Viridian and Otis speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. Know you the mostest? Know you the mostest. So there. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. It's my favorite time of the week. What glares? Why glares? Yeah, Sunday. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Tell him the truth with your mouth. Yeah. You are precious. No, you. You are the precious one. I am not. In the end, the Shichishigo did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Is it... You know, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. You are very much so precious. That is you that you are describing. It is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is... our client's background, naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other, and I'll get it by any means necessary. The Void let me hold him like a baby while he purred. Oh, sweet kitten. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, at least not yet. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, Wright. Take care. And also know you, Platinum. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. Now Skitty is losing his mind about the mouse toy. Oh, Skitty. I'm glad Skitty likes it too. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. No, you, Platinum. You are precious and amazing. Ah, that's right. Maya is still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours. I don't trust Gumshoe to do this. You know, that's fair. I didn't think about that. Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, gotta continue collecting evidence. I mean, it's not like we could fly over to you somehow, or you know, send food your way. Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed, too. Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. So, Sun may have mooned the neighborhood. Oh no! I hope no one saw. That sounds very embarrassing. I'm so sorry, Sun. Whole thing looks like it's ready to collapse. At least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Not since his father was murdered in the Dad Lost 6 incident. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. His son knows they want to. Oh my god. I don't want to think about that. Please, no. No. 20 yards to that cliff over there. But I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Can ruin your stream remotely too. I won't allow this. Looks like someone's taken the effort to write Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Okay, I guess move. Let's go to Heavenly Hall. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Laurice! I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. Who cares about multiculturalism? It's so inappropriate. I know. Like Sister Bikini, ugh. I've got to think of the kittens. What? Okay, I think I'm a little lost at that, but... Smoked salmon dip with apricot mustard. Wow. I don't know about the mustard, but I do like salmon, so... That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from so far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. The snow really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. What does that mean? What does any of that mean? The sign says Heavenly Hall. Guess it's pretty fitting. If you spent a night in this freezing shack, you'd probably find yourself up at the pearly gates by morning. In the morning. Look at this graffiti, Scrap. Every time I do it makes me thiety. Never stops being funny. Scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. The art of life, of biology. These steps lead up to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch, but going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. It's a walk in the stairs! I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up. Because rivers have muscles. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast-flowing. Biology is art. It's true. It is. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. Come on, please, it's for the art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Enough. A fool's who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you. You're, your reflexes and mine need to shape up. Your brain's frying like a sunny side... Yeah, like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over a name? Franzi, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told. Weep a dead horse, isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything, except the brink of winning this case. Oh! Come on, Nick, tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. That doesn't sound like a heroin thing. It sounds like a different type of book. Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh, just like that dude with the red underwear. Or just like that dude with the red underwear. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys for when you come crawling back to apologize. Emerald, hey! I don't have audio, so I'm just gonna be watching. That's totally fine. Yeah, I'm just playing more. It's amazing how little has changed with you and the past year, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, anyway. What's this over here? I'd love to know what this thing was used for on the night of the crime. It's almost like it's central to the case. Ha! Still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you'll never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. Time to settle this once and for all. It's one final showdown. Looks like she's mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. Emerald Shadow said, thank you, Platinum. I appreciate you being translator. You can see the main hall from here. I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? You enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours. It's nothing compared to the pain you leave with that leathery whip of yours. Except for other circumstances, but we'll leave that for later. This is one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. So I can't have audio on. No worries. It's totally fine. Just hi. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. I get to see plenty of you for myself, if you know what I mean. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen. Okay. When Iris rang the... Oh, okay. When Iris rang the lights out bell that night. I like this music. Okay. I guess we'll talk. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. It's really been a year since we first met. I am Francisco von Karma, the prodigy. I see. Gave a promising career in Germany to come back to this country for one sole reason: revenge. On the man who pointed out that my father was a murderer. Francisco was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von... more like the legendary murderer. He had a perfect win record for 40 years, but now he is gone from this world. We ate him alive. Don't tell me you'll Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. Also, for the record, I am so sorry that I can't do a German accent, so I hope you'll be understanding of my attempt. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Well, I mean, little brother in spirit, right? Like, Edgeworth, come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Kamra as well. Myers Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. Well done! Skinny just put his pizza on the table and sniffed around, I don't know why. Oh, so cute. You know, just earlier, Beef came into my room. Like, he left my parents, got up from the chair, and went all the way upstairs just to be with me and cuddle and then purr. It was very sweet. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. No, Beef, I know, what a sweet Beef. And it was like a loud purr, too. He loves you, I love him. Probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Oh. No smirking. No whipping the sick. Is that foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool? Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only. To pulverize you. In bed. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know. I expected Viagra. I'm sorry. Inappropriate. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? I didn't expect you to, because you're so stupid. Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge? Did you even consider the dangers? No. Only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Oh, Skitty wants the bow. Oh, silly Skitty. You can't have bow. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay, I just know it. I mean, we didn't leave her with any food or water or anything, but she's gotta be okay. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. Go away, Mooper. Oh, kitten. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? Ma, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Ha 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 ha. I think I almost make all the boy moose go Sorry. Couldn't resist. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise, now that I think about it. There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. Little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? It's an altar. It looks a bit old, but someone does a good job of taking care of it. Except for the, Magadama in the back, where it's all crusty and gross. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in the Korean village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with the spiritual power, after all. There's a laughably large Magadama here on the altar. Magadama on the altar. If I can see Cyclops with the tiny Magadama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under the hood. It's not like it's made of wood or anything because the paint's chipping away. It's a stack of straw zabuton cushions. Maya told me this type of zabuton is called Enza. Suppose if I'd never come here, I would have missed out on all these new things. You know, it's not like I have access to Google. I bet all the writing on these sliding doors are instructions for spirit channeling. Kinda like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember. Except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests, and I can't read these walls. Only seen a layout like this when I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. Wow, this hibachi brazier really puts out a lot of heat. Or brazier. Just thinking about how happy we were sitting eating pot roast and gravy. Being alive and not stabbed. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You better believe, or you believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I mean, you did conceal the truth many times. I know what I saw. I saw Mystic Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. But at least I was until this morning. I don't see any Cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. Why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood flutter. Felt like it might start flying myself. Like someone would slap me so hard that I would go fly. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. Both Bikini and Larry were telling the truth. It can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris. Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya's stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. So fuck you, Bikini. Yeah, I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're having fun. I'm having fun too. Like, I might not necessarily show it because my face is strange, but I'm having fun. Guido! Oh my gosh, hi! I appreciate you too! Thank you so much for coming by! It's so good to see you again! I hope you've been well. Gotta get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. Which one are you getting, Guido? Oven milk, nice. Just to oppose Groovy? It's an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. The classic, yes. Man, it's so funny to think that you were there for the creation of that. No one lives out there and is surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped. Yeah, so a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. I mean, it's not like they could go through the forest or anything. Go on, Adeo. That doesn't work, Guido. It didn't work on me the first time you tried it, and it may have been a while, but I still know your tricks. Bamboozled. Bamboozled. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and no way of escape either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Something like that. Yeah, you're close enough. I get the point. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Donan. Oh, I appreciate you too, son. Thank you. Anyway, to finish my thought, yes, I am having a lot of fun. If my face doesn't necessarily show it, it's just because I'm trying to process information, and my brain is only capable of holding so much. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or bust size for that matter. No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. Oh, I love you too, son. I'm so happy that you joined my streams and stuff. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mr. Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I notice you always refer to as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address our visitors as Mystic. Makes the experience feel more authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot it ended? I love Clash of Clans. Wow. You know, I wouldn't go around saying that, Quito. That might not give the best first impression. Seems Miss Elisa is no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearl. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Donan on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. I would say that all the time, Quito. No, son, stop leading Quito down a dark path. Quito is a good pigeon. And also, hi Kelsey, I'm sorry I didn't respond earlier. I missed you. What? Wow, son, you are getting aggressive. If we were in a restaurant now, I'd like pull you aside and be like, you need to cool off. It's all gotta be connected somehow. Probably even the way it sounds, it's used regularly in the community. I'm sure. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. The alien! No! Okay. Pearls, she was with Miss Donan on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. This kitty wants bow so bad he's staring. Oh, Skitty. So do you actually play Clash of Clans, Quito, or are you just saying that? I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. The murder, it didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? Maybe Pearls was the murderer. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Oh, come on. Keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. You're playing it right now. So, funny story, I did download... Oh, wait. Was it Clash of... Hold on. I don't want to... It was Clash Royale, never mind. I downloaded it because there was supposedly some sort of test about, like... I don't know... some tournament service that I was gonna do, and then, like, they kept delaying it, and I haven't heard from them since. So... I should really uninstall it, but for a while I did enjoy it, actually. Kazakura Temple. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. The Shiji Shido. It's right there in Mysticami's hand. It's there in Mysticami's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Or it could have just been ceremonial. Something tells me that wouldn't be particularly effective to wield. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. It's also the height of the... That's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Wait a second. The top of that ladder. That's not paint, that's blood! Is it possible that Ms. Donen was pushed from the top of the wall? They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Because why would anyone use a sled? I mean, really. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Ms. Donen was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Ms. Donen's staff. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? The backstrokes, There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now since Iris can't be here. Or should I say, Batman? Which, by the way, I hope you appreciate my stream title. For all of you Batman aficionados. Hey! What? Well, what was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? Hey, so this is where you're hiding. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the repair? The bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you, Ann. Sorry, ma'am. No one authorized it. Access is restricted to people involved in this case. And it's not like you're involved in this case at all. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. I love your Batman reference. Thank you. Well, yeah. But that's not what I mean. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's Miss Von Karma. I wonder if they're going to kind of explain why they're named Von Karma. Sister, please leave your investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. It's not like I witnessed you in court trying to screw me over. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. You work to pin the guilt on Ira. Internet failed, oof. Oh, I'm so sorry, Guido. Also, Guido, I am so sorry for my horrible German accent that I really shouldn't even call a German accent, so I apologize. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. I can't talk German. I know nothing about German. So you will follow me? She's not seriously gonna follow me around, is she? No, like, I don't speak any German words. I mean, like, just the accent for English. Inner temple gate. What? Do what again? Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. That voice. Oh, it's Pearls. What the fuck? Pearls? That's good? Really? I feel like... I mean, you don't have to lie. You can say it's bad. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely I thought I was gonna die. It can vary if you throw out random German words, though. Yeah, but I don't know any random German words. A Splacht. I don't know. It's very Colonel Hans Landa? I guess so. When I woke up in the morning and saw that Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. Except for, Mystic Maya? She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah, you're... I am Franziska von Kammer, the protégé. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well... I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Ooh. Getting roasted by Pearls, jeez. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Dude. Getting under her skin. Imagine getting roasted by Pearl. Yow, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You don't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls? Weren't you with Maya? Ah! I'm sorry. It's all my fault. She died. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? I ate her. Mystic Maya. Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Ow. That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. Guess I'd better take another look around since I've finally got the chance. Especially since something about this place seems different than 2 days ago. Yeah, quite a bit's different. Look at the Buddha statues lined up. Are they Buddha statues? I can't tell. The drawing's not specific enough. Yeah, why is this child alone? So, I think I've mentioned this before, but I took a, like an art history class, and, the teacher was like, if there's one thing you are going to learn in this class, it's how to identify Buddha. Because the Buddha... Because Buddha means, like, enlightened one, so technically anyone can be a Buddha, but the Buddha is very specific, he has very certain traits, and you are going to know that. And, the fat dude that a lot of people call Buddha, he's not actually the real Buddha. He's like a Chinese monk, or of some sort. Like, I forget the history of that, but, yeah, basically the real Buddha is very different. Phoenix Wright. Do you think that this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. The fat dude skull. Well, I mean, like, how else am I gonna describe the Buddha that isn't actually the real Buddha? She'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. But anyway, the point is, the Buddha always has a, like a halo behind him. He's always given the palm on his, actually, I think it's his left hand that he's always doing the symbol, and, yeah, yeah, it's like stuff like that. Phoenix Wright. What? Will you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? No, this is actually a remaster of the trilogy. Yes, this metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. When the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. Gosh, you're not my mom. You can see Dusky Bridge. Oh, well, you can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. She would not be saying yards. She's literally from Germany. She would be saying meters. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. You know, the incinerator that everyone has in this world. Door is also open, almost like it's begging for me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Whoa, it's $1 million! Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? Seem to remember. In the first game, we had an incident. Snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Almost like that's an incinerator's purpose. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Hey son, look, I can slide. Sorry. The sign says Inner Temple, but my heart says Murder Place. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy to finally caught onto something. Caught me on something. Ooh. There's a little garden that leads into the garden. Or there's a little gate that leads into the garden. Pouring a wooden mold into the mold. Okay, hold on, sorry. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come on now, Phoenix Wright, what are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Franziska, no entry. Franziska, no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? Sometimes. That's got nothing to do with it. And who told you that? Though, admittedly, I am not very proud of this country right now. I can say that much. This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. That's literally my view on Americans as German. I mean, you know, I can't blame you for that. Yes. There's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Whoosh! You're completely out of shape. I'll work you hard to the bone. I don't know if I can resist this woman anymore. I don't know how much more of this woman I could take. Hopefully at least all of her. But Germany is going to shit right now too, so I guess, yeah. I mean, honestly, a lot of places are. A lot of things are going very wrong. The training hall. Oh. Oh. Ooh, okay. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It's not like I've seen a billion of them. I wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. I like that the music kicks in right as it says strange vibes. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually dead now. A woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's honey. Oh, it's gravy. Oh, okay. Inflation up 40%, the highest electricity prices, and worst of all, our beer's running out. Oh no. Sorry, I didn't mean it. No, it's okay. Honestly, the reason I don't ban politics in my chats and stuff is, like, people need to talk about it. Like, I think it's important for people to discuss things and you know, come to understand each other a little better. So, I'm totally fine with you saying, and I understand how you feel. That is a very rough situation too. We're kind of experiencing that same thing here. Really high inflation, really expensive like gas and electricity and stuff, and I mean, on top of all the other horrible things. Yeah, it's not good. It's weighing on everybody, and to me it doesn't help to ignore it. You know. It's gravy. That sounds nice. I don't know. What's the matter? The scroll has been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. Sarcasm. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's text. Like, I don't know. Oh. Okay, you know what? Hold up. I'm sorry to do this, but it is story time, and I apologize, but it is story time. So, I have an Amazon story that I promised in my Discord server I'd tell today, and by God, I'm gonna tell it. And it's not even fully over. So, I bought Mario Strikers with a gift card that I won, on Twitter. And so I ordered 2 games, and like the first game came and it was fine, and I go, okay, great. And then the second game arrives, Mario Strikers arrives, and it's the Middle Eastern version, which I'm a collector. I'm kind of particular about making sure I get the American copy, and if I'm paying full price, I expect the American copy. Like, you have to cut the price if you're, if you're hoping I'll buy a different version. He wins stuff sometimes. This is the first time really that I've won anything like huge like that. But yes, so I went to Amazon and I was like, I need an exchange. This isn't the correct version. You sent me the Middle Eastern. I want the American version, like the page says. So the replacement comes in, and same problem. It's the UAE version, or the Middle Eastern version. And so I go to, request another exchange because it's still not the right product, and they won't let me. So I contact their customer service, and I explain the situation, and they go, oh, well, you can return it and get a full refund and then place another order. The issue, though, is that it was on sale when I purchased it, and the price has since gone up since that sale, so a refund wouldn't cover the cost of ordering it again. And I explained that to the person, the very first person I had spoken to. Oh, and this is over text chat. And I said that, and then their response was like, wow, that sounds really frustrating to deal with. And I was like, fucking, yeah, it is. Like, so I you know, I kept climbing their whole chain because every single representative was like, sorry, we can't do a price adjustment and we can't send you another copy. Like, and I'm going, I paid you for a version I didn't get. All I'm asking is for the correct version. I will send you back the previous versions. Like, it's not unreasonable. And so finally the team, I get like really high up the chain, and the person goes, actually this was sold by a third party, we have no control over that, contact them for an exchange. And I'm like, well shit, I didn't think I ordered from a third party, but the order says I did. So I contact the third party, and the third party got back to me and went, actually it was, our records show it was sold and fulfilled by Amazon, so that's their thing. And I'm like, how could you say that? My order quite literally says it was sold by you guys. Yeah, that is exactly it, Guido. Like, damn, that sucks, bro, is not the kind of response I would expect at customer service. Um, but anyway, um, so yeah, the seller was like, oh, it's, you know, it's shipped and sold by Amazon. And I say, like, no, it isn't. And he goes, actually, sorry, I had my foot in my mouth and I apologize. What I meant was, you know, Amazon was technically acting as our representative. Like, we sold our stock to them so they could sell it. And, like, it's not technically under our control. So, like, you know, the question is, why the UAE version? Like, why is this? So, the thing is, and I'll be clear about this, the UAE uses American copies of games, but they package them differently. And you know what? I still have the games, so I can show you the difference. Okay, just random examples, but I want to show you the difference here. Right? The UAE still uses US copies of games and, you know, the ESRB and stuff, but if you look on the side of the box, you'll see that there are two ridges kind of for each side, and then it's just like a small kind of gap in the middle. I don't know if this is going to show up on camera particularly well. But also on the back you can see it says Middle East. And that bothers me. I paid for the American version, I expect the American version. So this is a proper American version, and as you can see, the sides have have this region connected, and then there's a little, like, indent here where you put your fingers to open the game, and the UAE does not do that. They package it differently, and that bothers me as a collector because I try and focus on North America, and being sent the wrong version twice through no fault of my own was very frustrating. So I was like, look, the page says it's the American version. I had no reason to believe it was the American version, or that it wasn't the American version. And so I contact Amazon again and say, hey, they're saying that it was sold by you. Just, you know, either adjust the price so I can do the refund and then pay for the new order, or just do an exchange. And after sending me to, like, another representative, finally that person was like, would you like a replacement? Fucking yes! And then they were like, okay, here, we replaced it. It should get there in 3 to 4 days. And I was like, fucking thank you! Why did that take several days to establish? And it's like, they had the power the whole time. Like, you know, I'm not unreasonable. I wasn't angry when I've been on that side of customer service before. I literally, all I was like was, hey, I was sent the incorrect version twice. I would just like the version that was listed on the page. Why can't I exchange this? And they all kept going like, oh no, we don't have the power to do that. And then finally, just some random person was like, oh yeah, here's your replacement. Great. Really the most upset I've experienced, Shadow. I have been more upset, but like, for me it hits home because it's like, I worked in customer service, and if I had talked to people that way, like, I would have gotten disciplined and or fired. So like, it's really frustrating to me when it's like, I don't get that same experience in return. You know, because Target's whole policy was like, even if the customer isn't really right, it's not worth arguing with them. Like, I probably wasted more time in Amazon's man hours than I did if they had just adjusted the price. But, you know, that was their choice to keep resisting me. So not only do I have a horrible experience, but I've wasted so much more time and money. Anyway, sorry. That was story time. I'm sorry if I've lost people. But, yeah. Needless to say, I was quite shocked because usually people go like, oh, Amazon's customer service is great. Like, they just do it. And it's like, I had to sit there for hours for people to be like, wow, that sucks. Like, yeah, story time. Yeah. No one does that. For starters, it stinks. Clearly, you haven't been to America, Phoenix. Must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Yeah, anyway, needless to say, I'm still pissed off. And also, sorry, one more addendum. So, they told me they placed the order for the replacement and I should get it in 3 to 4 days. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, thank you so much. And then it's been like a full day at this point, and my Amazon account and like my email and stuff doesn't show that an order was placed. So they may have just lied to me and been like, oh yeah, totally, we placed the order. So, we'll see. But also, Guido, I've definitely been more upset. It's just, it's just the comedy of errors, you know? This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something in the cave, in that cavern. Amazon garbage, yeah. I know. Like, I couldn't, like, you know, I don't expect them to roll out the red carpet for me, but, like, I've made no mistake, and, you know, suddenly I'm being punished for their issue, you know? Never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before, but they're usually invisible. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this. Oh. Mr. Trite, sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Hiya, Pigeon. Yes, hi, Groovy. Anyways, I'm trying to play Fall Guys with Moom, but then it gave me an error, so now I'm sitting in the lobby after I restarted to catch the bug. Aww. Okay, well, no worries, Groovy. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope to talk to you again. Prosecutor Gateau, I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Huh. I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than the trial? Who's the wild mare, Trey? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Huh. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Oh, man. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women. Holy shit, Jesus. I thank you for deleting that. I appreciate you too, Groovy. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, this part was rough for me. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady Von Wippenberg. Go home. Oh. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? Yeah, seriously, he's the one insulting you. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Troy. Oh god, delete it. The very wrong message you sent, Guido. We don't allow misinformation to be spread here. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something behind that mask of his. Evaporates. Oh. Well, I hope you precipitate again soon. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? Well, I wasn't done examining the room, so... Scroll shows a picture of Misty Faye, the master of the Korean channeling technique. Why would anyone cover it in gravy? Can't make out what's gone on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes and fuzzy acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. That is me, Cookie. I only understand train station. Yeah. I admit I don't live in an area that has, you know, train transportation, or at least very easily. So, I don't generally go to train stations, but yeah. Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. One wafer-thin mint. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer-thin? Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we would describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer-thick or something back in Germany. Not about the mattresses, certainly not. Okay. One wafer-thin mint. You had something more. You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Oh, so you went to go see Satan? You see, Wright, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. A demon. So you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with those huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing of coffee. From hell sounds like a Kiss cover band. Yeah, you know that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm out of the snail jail. Yay! Hi, Kelsey. Good to see you. I'm sorry, but how? You say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trey, you. You should know all about it. Oh, I think I might know. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me? Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. I do. Me. Pick me. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. The joke is, in German stuff like "Das ist mir Wurst" is a saying for "I don't care," but if we translate that German into English, it sounds a little like "that is me sausage." Yeah, right? Oi, that's me sausage right there. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Wright? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today? You're walking on me, Cookie. I do love cookies. What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Like the score of the soccer game, nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. Haven't searched the cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside is frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Wright, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you there in the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's not like we can invent something to get through that. It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trey, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Why is Von Karma French? For one thing, hello, Elusive, and for two, yeah, because German is very hard for me to do an accent for. So I'm trying my best. Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. It wasn't because of me. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. Makes sense, yeah. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time, and you and no one else. What do you mean? Except for the murderer, Gato. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. Yes, this is ein wunderbares result to go along with my studies. To go along my studies. You should protect her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. Except for the fact that you bested me. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. Wunderbar! What is this particular looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training wall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. You know, it's not like they invent bolt cutters or anything. Very well, then I suggest the obvious solution. Opening it with the key. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Or unless you can figure out the puzzle yourself. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times now that I think about it. Sounds like we need the lock-picking lawyer. I know, right? He could figure that out easy. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who could open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? If she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya, we'll get you out. So, how's the weather? So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Gato. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray for that friend of yours words. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Sucks to suck, mate. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. You know, it would be really awesome if the lockpicking lawyer was sent a lock like this, and it was like a puzzle. That'd be cool. I don't know how it would work, but... I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself. Where's that coming from? Oh. Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain. This is driving me nuts. These nuts. Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden. Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to watch that off or not? How did you know that, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate over there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah. Anyway, it's under the investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm not asking you, pal. You got me? Yeah. Is it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Or I'm not telling you, pal, I'm asking you. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Ooh. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. It's love. I love you, Phoenix. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? Von Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... Well, this was not what I expected to find here. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all of our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Oh, except... yeah. A couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. You know. Because no one else could have been in here. I was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think that these things were lit at the time, I guess. Oh, I like these little, I don't know what you call them. Water flow structure things. Little lantern. Yeah, it certainly is a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you'll need to come to me, got it? But I do actually really like these. It's cool. It's like once that fills up enough, it has to tip over. And... there's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently, it belonged to the victim. To Mizilius Donim? Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost a perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has very carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood? Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouthguard and cried all the way home. And I got into so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Ah, cleared the snow must have had a reason. Well, I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could be. It's Mr. Squareman! No! Foiled once again. Is there anything else I need to investigate? Well, looks like we got everything then. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working in the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. Is that stone lantern and the surrounding areas that's not covered in snow, correct? It looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Could it be a marriage proposal? Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. Oh. Is it... Is it a breakup? No, I knew it! When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Sounds like a breakup, no! Okay. Maya. So these are letters that are written in blood. Or so these letters are written in blood. Yeah, what's worse is that it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donham's blood? We haven't done any detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Light, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? I don't, actually. I would love if you filled me in. Had a lovely cuddle with the Void. Oh, sweet kitten. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The results of my own special gumshoe investigation. If only Beef was here. I would love to pick up Beef. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Interesting. Why? Oh, wait, anyways, there's only one logical explanation to this mystery. Orange baby, I know, he's so sweet. Miss Elise Donham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donham's murder. At least, that's what our current theory on how events took place, pal. What? So Miss Donham was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If it wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? Well, wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly do you forget, Phoenix Wright? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. Oh no! I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Ugh. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. This really was the scene of the crime. I need to figure out what exactly it was that Bikini actually saw. Unsmiley, hey, good to see you. How are you doing? I'm so glad you came. It seems you have a visitor.
Mr. Wright!
Iris, I'm really glad to see you.
Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Not him again. Yes, Unsmiley? What, hi, yes? What? Oh, I have a bad connection. Okay, no worries.
Never mind.
Never mind him. We've gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright.
Hold it! Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. And I don't just mean like last night.
Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by a delicate position?
This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Oh, heck!
Super Shadow 271.
Thank you, Unsmiley, for the sub. I really appreciate it. This is very kind of you. Brian is cuddling my leg, but his elevator butt was in my armpit. Oh, so cute. That's what I meant to do, sorry. Oh, no worries. I'm happy you wanted to subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. You know, I wish I had, like, a job or some sort of income. But I really appreciate the subscription. Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? Even though technically you're not a part of the public, you're a part of this investigation.
But it's Maya.
Mr. Wright, all that matters is Mystic Fae is rescued, correct?
I listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright.
From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now, excuse us.
Ack! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? Mama, hello you two. How are you doing? Ha 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 ha. Aww. Girl must make all the boy must go wah. A random opinion on elevators. I actually really like elevators, but I'm really impatient, and they go way too slow for my liking. I want, like, a speed elevator. From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. You talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault this has happened. There are some super fast elevators and some super slow ones. Yeah, I guess more what I mean is, in general, I wish the speed of elevators would be faster. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. An elevator that took me up 3 floors in 1 second. That is awesome. See, that's the kind of speed I like. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? What? Glare. Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who've said that to me. Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Yeah, kinda. Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psych locks of hers. Let's not worry about Pearl, who ran away, and nobody knows where she is. I mean, I'm gonna save, but I just want to make sure. I can't talk about it. It's a nasty feeling building up in the pit of my stomach. Looks like I'm gonna have to break these psych locks. Find out the truth. I really like elevators where it's like the outside of the building and then they're glass so you can like see as you go up. Those are really cool. I saw a TV show where like they replaced the windows of an elevator with TV panels to like simulate a window, and then had some like ridiculous sequence go on as they like shook the elevator. Oh, it was hilarious. Like there was a Godzilla battle going on.
Take that!
How I found another rainbow cookie candidate? Oh. I'm very excited if that's the case. I love rainbow cookies. Me too, whenever I go to one on the door and get out, it's not the same, I feel. Yeah, it feels like a troll. I know, right? Those troll elevators, yeah. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donham had a special significance to this temple. So why she had special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture book. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes. I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This is the piece of the evidence that proves Miss Donham's true identity. Oh, I think I just put it together. I might have put it together. Yeah. Miss Donham had this charm with her at all times. Ah, where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donham really was. This talisman and one other item are unequivocally prove Miss Donham's true identity. Okay, I might have gotten it. I'm not entirely sure, but I might have. I'm gonna try the scroll. Yeah. This painting obscured by a gravy stain at the moment. This scroll shows the master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top of the sign is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of Korean. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Faye's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Faye's sole successor. Misty... Yeah, I was gonna say... I don't think I have enough... Yeah, no, I do get it now. I sort of get it now. I admit I don't understand all the details, but I did pick up that she was really Misty Faye. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she had disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? Such a good moment for me. I know, right? That was a great moment for me, too. Kurain talisman? It's the symbol of the Master of Kurain. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death? So that's why she's not carrying it anymore. So Elise Donan was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Faye, the master of the Kurain channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Although, we might not want to mention that to Maya once she's found. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... What's happening? I was really sad because now she's dead. I know. That's same. It can't be. Earthquake! Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might kill. The inner temple? The sacred cavern, the training hall, and might very well cave in. What? Maya! That is a pretty great reveal, though. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. Yeah, Edgeworth in the fetal position right now. What's there? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Such a bikini. We'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along there. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on, Zen Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Gotta hurry to the inner temple and...
Right.
What are you doing here?
How could I have...
How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yo, hey, why am I the one getting whipped?
She's gone.
No.
The defendant, Iris. She's gone.
Gone where?
She fled. She escaped.
What? Oh, I appreciate you too, Kelsey. Thank you. So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes.
I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes. I stupidly passed out.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? The Dad Lost Six incident.
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her.
Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom.
Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I?
So I started using one of the unused cat beds as a floor pillow. Guess who's sleeping in an all? Dad lost 6, yeah.
The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth.
What are you talking about?
Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the earthquake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? No, really guess? I'm gonna guess Umbreon. Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now.
Alright, let's go.
Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. What? What? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Nope, Skitty. Umbreon tried to kick. Oh, Skitty. Please don't tell me. No! No, I want to know. What do you guys think so far? I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if this is particularly fun to watch, but I'm having a lot of fun. Skitty's an asshole when he wants to be. Yeah.
Right, is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, trick locks.
Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's the Joker's fault. It's not possible for me.
What?
I'm loving every minute. Okay, good. During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. I know that there was only one lock in there when I last came. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks?
Yes.
If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you're one to talk with your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect, and you can go get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfectly fine.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern right now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Edgeworth. Anthony! Sorry. Oh, if only Groovy was here to hear that. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Adam? What do you mean, Adam? I'm not sure I understand. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
This door. I was here earlier, there was only one lock, but now there's 5 of them. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cave. Never seen locks quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like these before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Oh, it's a meme. I'll put. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was talking about a slightly different meme. Anthony! Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I had to come and see. I couldn't lose them again, Alfred.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law, at least we're clear on that.
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the Caliban was alright, but...
But what?
Then I saw these chains were here. I saw these extra locks that someone had put on the Sacred Cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this? Is it the Joker? Is it the Riddler? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why the only person who could set the locks can open it.
And you aren't one of these who sets the locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisco von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean? Tell me!
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. They wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. Suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But who knows what the Riddler said?
If it'll take some time, won't it?
Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
Gotta wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you are... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. There are some locks. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Take that! You know, it's funny, if you're presenting the Shichishido, and then you say, take that! Take that! Like you stab someone in the face. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe that you're telling me too. Or what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder.
Take that!
I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini.
Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with training in her temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte, and I returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. You remind me of Two-Face. The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late.
Where the F is Sans? Yeah, where is Sans? I don't know. What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So, I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m. What you say doesn't say add that, but what you say doesn't add up with this. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night.
Oh,
Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
who's that?
Me.
Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent possibility. I really want to say there were 2 of you. Well, I mean, I can do it. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. Impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. Ugh.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me that's something that proves.
Okay, that's a little more complicated. Her fingerprints? This one's actually really tough. That's tempting. That's really tempting. That feels like... Oh, this is so tough. I don't know. I mean, the Shichishido... Oh, I can't do this yet? I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for telling me, son. I definitely would have lost. The scroll shows a picture of Misty Faye, the Korean channeling technique. Master of the... yeah. Why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's wrong on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans, you're so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. Okay. Look at those wafer thin. Yeah, okay, we've been through this dialogue. Yeah, okay, we've been through that. Okay. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather some more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Maya has got to be inside the sacred cavern. She's just gotta be. I hate feeling so useless. It's driving me nuts. But I need to look for clues so I'm ready when we finally get her out of there. Can't read it very well, but I think the sign says Inner Temple on it. Or maybe it says Training Hall. No, maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it says the Bridge of Dawn. I really should get back to work. On the other side of that little gate is the garden. Edgeworth is probably still in there crying softly to himself. So we better hug it out and talk about what is uncovered thus far. Beefies! The kitten! Hi, you! You are sweet. You are sweet. I love this kitten. Hi, you. Oh, Flop. You are so silly, Beef. I love you. You are so sweet. We got a visit from Beef, everyone. The sweetest of all kittens. The Beefies. Are you silly? Are you just silly, Beef? You are. The cops are still here combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job, especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time.
How could I have done that?
Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth?
Ah!
Hey, don't you dare run away.
What do you want, Wright?
Oh, I appreciate you too, Sans. It's good to see you. What do I want?
If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away.
I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. And then, like, maybe the hug could go somewhere, and then... You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris?
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. My dad dying in front of me.
Friend is selling me his GameCube and Saturn soon? Oh, that's so exciting. I'm jealous of you, Sans. I wish I had a friend who would sell me GameCube and Saturn stuff. Oh, guys, you guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of this garden here, huh?
There's a high chance of there's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Hey, there you are. Yeah, Sun was looking for you.
Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder.
But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you?
We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
My dude. My lucky dude who gets all the cool things. And I'm here sucking... sucking... So I accidentally mooned the neighbor... Oh my god. Sans, we don't need to... No, why are you... This doesn't need to happen in my chat. So I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. Talking a cheek peeker the whole full moon. Oh god, stop! Stop! Stop, Sans!
No, thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago. We were little school kids at the same elementary school. And the moon of the sun. No, stop. Edward found himself in the middle of a murder. Marble moon presiding, yeah. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. Whole moon, I bent over to pick up and didn't know it was gonna be this big. Stop!
I lost everything that day all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. But I didn't lose you, and I don't want to lose you.
It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right?
You think I don't know that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. And not after you choked on my sausage.
Beefies. Beef. Come here, sweet. Are you sweet? Come here. Okay, fine. Sometimes the bigger the package is bigger than... Oh my god. Stop. Stop it. Edward, you're stronger than you think. So no more of that self-pity, okay?
There was something that bothered me about her the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. Oh, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before.
So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look at her file?
Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
So? Who is she?
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public, even though you're involved with this case.
What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of evidence that solves this case.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did this case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
What? Unrelated?
Yes, I can say with complete confidence.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. You just don't understand. I just need to fill Edgeworth in, that's it. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Yeah, okay. Nothing about that? Actually, wait, hold on.
Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it.
That reminds me. Edgeworth went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look up some stuff on her. Should ask him what he's found. Well, I can't present her yet. Well, maybe I need to go somewhere else. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. You'll find Larry there sulking again. What a loser, am I right? Okay, we've been through this dialogue. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. I had a feeling something bad was going to happen, and sure enough it did. Yep, Edgeworth definitely couldn't live up here. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh wait, Sans, actually, wait, you said you're buying it from your friend, right? How much is your friend selling it for, if you don't mind me asking? Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is the loser's shack where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? He hasn't told me yet? Oh, okay, that's a little more concerning then. That's the sad thing. Sometimes there are types of people who are like, hey man, I want the full retail price of this, and there are others who are like, yeah, just take it, like, you're doing me a favor. So I hope you get the latter.
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Larice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're gonna gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. Stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? It'll be below eBay prices for sure, but I'll still pay fair money. Yeah, that's fair. You're lucky you can. I'm sitting here and I don't even have the 40 bucks to spend on Senran Kagura coming up.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. I'm only buying the hardware anyway, so you can sell all these overpriced games on eBay. Aw. My life's here now with Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. Except, that's kind of weird. What am I gonna do with him? And also, they don't necessarily have to be overpriced if you bought them. Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. It's metal as fuck. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciated it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But, Mr. Larice...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg you. This picture really is representative of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night.
We feast. No, we stay. Stay. Stay here. Or come here. Come here. I know. But you're just sweet, and I want pets.
I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. I saw exactly what I drew, like I drew in this picture. It looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with that look of doubt on your face? Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been needing to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick? Dumpy face. Oh, I love you. I love you, you sweet. Oh, sweet beefies. Beefies, you know what? Come here. Yeah? I love you. I know. I just want you to know how loved you are. You are so loved. I love you. I do. I love you. Such a soft beefies. You're soft and sweet. Don't you want to be on camera for all of your adoring fans? Oh, soft and sweet. Oh, roly-poly. Oh, you sweet kitten. You are so sweet. I love you. Look at this sweetness. Look at this. Look at him. I love you. Okay, it's bath time.
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donham's room, reading a book together. But Miss Donham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple.
Yeah.
So what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Ooh.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power is...
Disappeared? Whoa. What, her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. It's really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break his psych locks to get the truth out of her. So, Sans, do you have games for the Saturn and the GameCube, or are you just getting the hardware for the hardware? Ooh, are you expecting the GameCube market to crash? After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Elise Donham's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
Pearls never went to Miss Donham's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. I'm buying mods to let me... Oh, I see. See... Hold on. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? But she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? And the next question is, who or what you were so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? See, Sans, I am blessed in actually owning a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga, so I don't have to mod my Saturn or anything. I think she did it for Maya, right? Yeah. It's obvious what you're so worried about, Pearl. Lol. It is no joke probably one of the best presents I've ever been given. Like, I can't believe it was my birthday, but like, wow. It was Maya, wasn't it? Ah. You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course. I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those channel. Wow. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? Because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me so more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, I didn't get there until after 10. Till after 10? How did you know what time it was? Because I heard the bell ring for lights out. You heard the lights out bell? Hazakura Temple's bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearl. Why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. I think the reason you're so worried about a bell is because of this. I don't know. Just trying to kick Skitty out of the bed. Oh, silly kittens. I'm a Skitty one all. I'm not entirely sure I can do this. Yeah, the defensive position is a lot easier, for sure. Maybe she was worried about Iris? Son, do I have the evidence for this? I'm feeling like I don't. Umbreonna's crying about it. Oh, what a silly. But yes, I do need to know. Do I have the evidence? You don't have to tell me what it is, but I'm trying to think it over. I mean, I don't. Okay, that's the thing. I felt like I didn't have enough. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Right. This is one impressive gate. Pretty grand for something that belongs to a bunch of branch family clans. But they make an exorbitant amount of money here. I mean, the whole special course thing has got to be good business. No, I'm starting to think like Maya. quaint little bell tower. Never thought. An iris. You can see the main hall from here. Mr. Bikini should be back by now. Started earlier. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, what's the damage? How's the sacred cavern? It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. Told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern. But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Kurain tradition. We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, no, I mean Mystic Misty, arrived. She showed me the talisman that proved she was the master. She said, someone is trying to destroy the Kurain tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line? There's only one heir to the title of master at any time. It's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Kurain, and her daughters the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the master worth so much bloodshed? Or worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real. Yes, I do. It's been used many times. In 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mask-to-mask case. And during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand whenever I need her help the most. The Kurain channeling technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Oh, you're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. The one with the... yeah, with Red Man. Yeah, Redmond's... yeah, whatever his name. It was 17 years ago, that's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking what I think she's talking about? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It's called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. DL6 incident. I knew it! DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. Murder that took place 17 years ago. It's the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The deal was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. The medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain dead man surfaced, Yogi Bear. No, wait, Yanni Yogi. Never mind. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. That man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. and that case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Courage tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Courage Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. OMG, Skitty and Umbreon were both in the Chewy box for some reason. It was weird to see the necklace. Oh, silly. I wonder why. I've got a lazy beef here.
Oh, this is a brief. You are so cute. I love you.
His tail starts going. But I know the truth. Misty's Fae's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Courage tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? The spiritual power of the Courage channeling technique is in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because of a power to communicate with the dead, to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. But with each new generation, one daughter becomes the new master. Only one daughter becomes the new master. And the other ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right. It's always the cause of tragedy. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life as a result. Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She said she also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. The leadership of the tradition. Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. Yeah, what's her face? Pearl's mom. That's right, Misty Fae had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Yeah, I remember her quite well. Morgan, there's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home in Courage Village. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's this got to do? Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. What the fuck? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? What the fuck is happening? Did you just say that Iris and is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd meet one of the Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh. Yeah, Pearl Faye. I always thought she was an only child. You J.S., that child, she's Mystic Morgan's. I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. She's in prison now, isn't she? Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. Hey, Corn! Good to see you. Just got home. Welcome home. How was your visit to your grandparents' house? Oof. It's all done to set Pearls up as the next master. Good? Good. I'm glad to hear. see, so I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. 3? I wasn't even aware there were 2. 3. Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. Oh, I'm starting to see things. I shared a sequence of photos and IRL pics. I will check it out when I do. What? Twin sister? Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Kurain's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized that his wife could never become the master, he left her behind, and the whole taking their tent. Oh no. Oh no. How awful. These son shared box cats, including a bleb. Oh, so cute. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. Decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. So that was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Is it Dahlia? Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Girls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? It seems that the incident was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confined her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. This information will be useless if I can flesh it out a bit. Unless I can flesh it out a bit. Please ask more questions, get some more info. Okay, well, a lot of revelations for sure. I had a twin sister, that's all I really know. Taken away from mother by her jeweler father, I don't have any idea. Yada yada. When I think about it, I do kind of feel sorry for Mystic Morgan. It wasn't her fault. Her sister was a more powerful spirit being. Mystic Morgan just couldn't compete with her sister. It must have been really tough on her. Even so, that doesn't excuse all the things she did.
Don't beef. You are so silly. Oh, you're cute. Oh, you sweet.
I don't know if you can see the beef tongue, but there's a beef tongue. And it's adorable. Are you shooketh? I am quite shooketh. Iris and Dolly are 2 different people, yeah. Doesn't excuse all the things she did. No, of course not. Please tell me, what's gonna happen to poor Iris? If she was to be found guilty, I wouldn't accept it. But your testimony, Sister Bikini. I can't help my testimony. I saw what I saw. It's up to a pro lawyer like you to deal with problems like that. And kind of see beef, not his tongue. Yeah. Yeah, his tum.
You see the beef? You got such a silly look on your face.
Oh, tum, I love a tum, I know. I love beef's tum. It's very, very soft. How amazing is this moment? It's quite amazing. I'm quite shooketh. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is it they're humming? No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. Sing it with me, no motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Karain. Oh, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. It's a passion. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. Never would have guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every little case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. Real murder weapon. That bog sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I haven't turned up any clues. Just found these weird scraps of paper. Looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? Gumshoe, what the fuck are you doing? I know. Really. I still have that... I still have that fun fact that I've been waiting to share about Iris and Dahlia. Also quite amazing. Well, if it's a spoiler, don't say it, but yeah. I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but it can't. But I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. Yeah, we knew that. And they're talking about... And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean... Nobody learned from the last few years of murders where a name is written and it ended up not being that person? I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Miss Maya down in the Sacred Cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me, I don't know. Not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What does he mean by that? Not that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt-up old letter. Burnt-up old letter? Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the Inner Temple. Gumfuck, yeah. Gumshoe suddenly from Barstone? What? Oh, did Gumfuck not tell you? Salary cutting noise. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. How convenient that they didn't burn the whole thing. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Oh, Boston. Oh, okay. I mean, he says pal. Oh, Umbreon's in the bed. Oh, silly kitten. Someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? Got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to this case. I mean, how could it? Spirit mediums. So be careful. One night should be the... As soon as you first... So, our... Outbell. You must channel her... You must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Interesting. That'll be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. You better give it a good look and good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. So what do you know about the real murder weapon thus far? Well, it wasn't the Shigishido that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, man, is it tiring work. Let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. Got the feather of forensics in our cap for these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What's the secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay? Beth. Yeah, Beth was curious about the noise, but he's okay now. Alright. Murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Not necessarily. You can make one out of stone. I mean, it wouldn't be good, but you could. Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. What's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector. He's a beefsteak tomato. He is quite the beefcake. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. I mean, I didn't think about it. Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Play forensics expert! Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright, then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. Wooden swords also exist? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true, too. Not all metals respond to... Oh, and that is also true, Corn. Who says it can make you cry? So high-tech. You could skydive off of it. Oh, bother. Now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. Possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure. That's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. It's the sound of the metal detector signal bouncing off the walls of something in the town. Next, move the detector around and give this cord a good one over. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you hit something metallic. And when that happens, press the A button to give the area a good hard stare. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight too. Take a good look at everything. Anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? I want the murder weapon to actually be a Satsumeta. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. A Japanese tool for capturing people. I'm not familiar with it. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing. No, they're not. They're completely different. Yo, bye, beefies. Oh, okay. Beef left. Mainly by stabbing into the clothes. Depends on... Oh. You'll have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. Looks like there's something round buried in the ground. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? Beef? Beef, why do you do this? Beef, come here. Come here, sweet beef. Come here. Come here, beefies. Hold on one second, everyone. Why are you yelling? What's going on, Beef? What's going on, sweet? butt. Why you meowing? No, you silly. You got the elevator butts. Oh, sweet. You are so sweet. Why? You are the sweet kitten. Why are you so silly? Come up here. Hi, you. Hi, you silly. Why are you silly? I'm holding. Don't leave me. You can let go now. You held me the same way you held beef. I do love beef. But that'll cost you an extra fee, Sans. I don't just hold anyone, you know. It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. A trap for detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those. Got my finger caught in one of those once. Your finger? This is a bit of cheese and it looks so tasty. I reached out and then, bam. Not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. Okay. So there's a bear trap. That's odd. The sled's made of plastic. It says bikini number 1 on the side. Beef, you are silly. Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this? A badge? Aha! I've been hunting high and low for that. It's yours, detective? Thing's priceless to a guy like me. A cop can't be without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that dime in there now. You managed to drop your badge here, of all places. I know, I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need to hear anymore. You are silly, Beef. This looks like a wallet? Aha, that's where it's been. Sounds like Gumshoe getting caught in a fucking mousetrap, yeah. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. But you still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. The wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so don't put money in it anymore. I use a credit card. How come the metal detector picked it up? Must be because of the bell, I guess. That Shishido next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know, I just thought I'd check it again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me, do you know about that sword? Oh, bye, Beef. It's supposed to represent millions of branches that life can take, all ending as one. Also sounds like using a sled, yeah. Yeah, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? Cats. What kind of life I'd be leading if I hadn't joined the homicide division. Think about that kind of stuff, detective? What a loser, what a nerd. Of course I do, I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as a blue badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the blue badger. This is Miss Dunham's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. The detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? So I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. That's the whole point of a metal, to find metal where you can't see it. It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me look at it. Hey, hands off. Examining the evidence is a job for the... Ah! The top is coming off. Look at what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! Oh. Oh my. That's a sword inside the staff. Is this Could it be the murder weapon? I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. Neither did I. All this type of thing, a sword cane, pal. Okay. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. Officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind worked. The real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden. Why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall court? Cane sword. I love a good cane sword. Me too. I mean, who hasn't, like, grabbed a cane and then tried to use it as a sword for a little bit? Who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. And I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No, no, no. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal. The same length as the Shichishido, too. This must be the murder weapon. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run it over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective! Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy now, you know. You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Do you mind holding off for just a little while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think Maya's been murdered? Please, detective. Let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One more thing, though. The staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? Gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry, she'll be fine. Gumshoe? You know, there's a place at the base of the mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure, thanks. I could go for pasta. I'm hungry. Can't help but wonder, though, what was Elise Donham doing with stuff like this in the first place? You mean Misty Faye? Okay, she's not hiding anything right now. Bridge. I think we should go to the inner temple first. I want pasta too. I have pierogies. Ooh. Now, I want to go to or I want to eat some raviolis. That sounds really good right now. Yeah, the training hall. I have access to pasta. Lucky. I don't currently. I think this time you told the truth. Yeah, okay, we've been through all this. Did you know that ravioli are my favorite? I didn't, actually. My favorite pasta is just like, you know, buttered, rigatoni, I think? I don't remember the name of the noodle, but yeah, that and some butter. Ooh. Now I'm hungry. I like to play this game called Mystery Ravioli Dinner, where get a few varieties and they'll all go in the pot together and you don't know which flavor is coming. That's interesting, yeah. For me, though, there are these raviolis my mom's been getting where, like, they're like meat and they're perfectly round and, like, they're so good and you just pop them in your mouth. It's like, oh, it's heaven. The evidence is that you have a sister.
Oh, Mr. Wright, when you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know?
What? Yes. Yes. That is exactly what I'm saying. What? It literally says twin sister. Where'd you get them? I guess Vaughn's? I resent that. Not examine. Move. Heavenly Hall. I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. Suppose I'll have to check back later. Shit. Oh, you have to talk to someone first? Fuck.
I wish I knew that earlier.
Okay, it's not her. Gumshoe,
Where is she?
but I can't talk to anyone else. Right? Unless Iris tells me beforehand. Or there's someone in the, you know, let me check the garden. Ah. That's right. Hey, Edgeworth, did you know that Iris had a twin sister?
What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't...
The problem is she didn't know the name. Sorry, I had a thing in my throat.
There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked.
Well, Iris was taken into the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think.
A jeweler? Right. I just might know who this twin sister is.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Dahlia Hawthorne. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
Yes, exactly.
Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please.
It was my first lovemaking experience. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I had a green horn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
You're talking about Terry Falls, right?
You know about that case?
You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. The same file as yours, basically.
Yes, Dahlia was the key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspiring together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago.
Edgeworth is banging Phoenix's girl. Yeah. I mean, she gets around.
They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler.
And she looks so pained and moody and hot. He's so deep.
And 5 years after that, I was no longer a virgin. She murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking.
So she looks normal, yeah. Her sister.
Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Dahlia's father's second wife's cousin's roommate's uncle.
Oh, this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out?
Doesn't really matter. Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case.
Are you so sure about that?
It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead.
Oh. What?
Well, her metabolic processes are only a matter of interest to historians, so to speak.
Well, what do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth?
Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in your college years.
Twitch literally fucked me? Sounds enjoyable. No, but what happened? Was it good? No, why did everyone make that joke?
Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey.
Mia Fey.
Mia Fey.
Spontaneous combustion for all of those butterflies. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something.
It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, son. You can watch it on my Stream Archives channel later. I'm just kidding.
Her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month.
Last month? Executed?
I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, Wright? And for more reasons than one, but you do understand now. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case, because it's not like we have spirit mediums or anything. She's dead, and when someone is dead, there's no way to revive them.
There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. That's not true. You're not aware of... It seems you're not aware of one other connection, right? Or Edgeworth.
And what is that?
It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother.
What's their mother got to do with any of this?
Your mom! She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Karain channeling technique.
Did you say Karain channeling technique?
Yeah, for being so awesome, Edgeworth isn't aware of spirit channel. Yeah. Do you know something about it?
Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Fraudulent? Anthony!
I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. One that I have not mentioned until right now. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped. That's why they called her it. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She had her powers. They were all fraudulent.
Edgeworth. Anthony.
Go to the police records room, it's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know.
Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Well, no, I mean, his dad was the victim, because he died. Edgeworth. You'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real. Okay, there we go. Dad Law 6 is back. Dad Law 6 2. The Lawsoning. The daddening. Take that! Take that!
The channeling.
Yeah, Dad Law 6-2, the channeling. Mr. Shaw, I'm glad you're still on. Hey, Groovy, good to see you. Yeah, I'm still gonna be playing for a bit. Welcome back! You missed beef. There was very cute beef moments. To sweet beef. But how are you doing, Groovy? I hope you're having a good one. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps?
Oh,
That's right, Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer alive.
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm doing good. I'm having fun doing this. But I'm hungry also. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Korean channeling technique. Heck yeah, if you had only one of the delicious rolls? I know, I would love a roll right now. Or pasta. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Oh!
And Corn, my brother. Yeah, it has been some time, hasn't it? Well, I'm glad you and Corn got to reconnect.
I was in my room, in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard I'd been spotted in the inner temple, I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected, the Iris that Sister Bikini saw the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing. Like murder.
Excuse me?
Because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do.
Oh, hey, Structor. Good to see you.
I already betrayed her once. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago?
That was
That was the start of it all. What started her down that twisted path to becoming the Joker?
I object. Hey, Satsu, good to see you.
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
What do you object to, Satsu?
It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange took place.
Was to take place.
After all, I helped plan the whole thing,
What?
but I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful.
But I promised I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
That makes a lot of sense. I object to people who say Groovy isn't a wholesome bean. That's true. Groovy's the most wholesome of beans. Revenge? What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Even though she was still alive.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother is the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master.
Have you seen me play Cuphead? Yeah, I suppose I haven't, but you are still a wholesome bean despite it.
That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power.
That's probably why. Exactly.
But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of the charade.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother. I turned into a sailor man, do I become... Yeah, I'm sure.
Over along the credibility of the tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic May, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he got no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple. Has everyone seen the new command? Oh, that's right! I forgot to announce. I added a quote bot, finally, or quote function. Yes. Type exclamation mark quote to get a random quote. Type exclamation mark add quote to and then whatever else to add a quote, and then there's del quote to delete a quote, but you have to add the number afterwards. So yeah.
Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seat stolen from her, being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. I don't lie, so that sounds like a quote. Yeah, it kind of does. No, son, you have to actually like add text after the add quote. So exclamation mark, add quote, space, and then whatever else that you want to add. Though if you're quoting it from yourself, you need to state that. I have asked everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fey clan. That's what it looks like. And then, whatever you want to quote. Yeah. wonder if they make diamond underwear. You know what? I think... you know... I might have to change that. Maybe it's only that mods can do it. Iris, there's just one thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Okay, I will. I will make sure you're able to add. Make me a mod? Maybe. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Come on, she's going to ban me. Oh no. I can't have that, so... There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearls' cycle. It's true, Sans is awesome. Sans gave me money, and therefore he is awesome. I'm just kidding. You don't have to give me money. Although I do like money. Look at that, they really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. You're too late, Nick. You came here for one of our potatoes. We've already polished them off. Or polished them all off. You know, I could probably binge your clips and find things... Yeah. You probably could. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Especially the ones from Sun. But you have to make sure that they're attributed to Sun. Take that. Night of the Crown. After dinner on the night of the murder... Oh wait, oh. We'll just get through this because we've already seen this part. That is for Maya. Don't get deal with Satan. I think I might. Unsmiley, hey. Sister Bikini scared you with yeah, okay. Yeah, what was she trying to hear then? This still doesn't make a whole lot of sense. My coworker told me I put the D in PhD, and this sounds like something I would say, and then goes, "You did say that." Which cat is the black and white one? What? Oh, you mean Skitty? Yeah. Oh, you were given some instructions to follow that night, weren't you? Okay, my life... Oh, Skitty. Presume you recognize these pieces of paper? Ah, where did you... In the incinerator at the temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I love Skitty too, though. I'm speechless, Nick. You're amazing. Instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me, no.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Skitty is great. He really is. I love him. Taking the account, a note, and the purpose for writing it. Whose spirit would Pearl have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who the person you were channeling that night was the dead sister of... of her. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name in that letter. Or, that was the name that was in the letter. I don't ask for much. Just death. Just death. That's all you have to do. I do love it. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris who Sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. I really do too. You know, I'm glad I added it. I'm sorry it took me so long, but I'm glad. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. So, since I shouldn't be watching this anyway, I'll be adding quotes now. Okay, fair enough. I mean, of course, spoilers. Yeah, no, of course. Who wrote it? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you've never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? I have a feeling it was... This is the person. Had a lot of faith in them to follow their instructions to a T.
I had a lot of faith in you, Mr. Nick.
Oh, thanks.
But I don't think I can trust you.
Oh. Oh shit, what? It wasn't? Oh, okay. Okay, that, oh god. Iris? Okay, not Iris. Finish my space movie. Hey, nice! Do post a video of it if you can. Pearl. Oh. I see who it is. I can't believe it took me so long. Yeah, Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Oh, I appreciate you too, Unsmiley. Thank you. You know this. She's a little girl who's like, yeah, that's fair. You know. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you know?
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay.
Wow.
Alright, Pearls, it's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick,
Is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
Say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to prove it. Alright, Pearls. You know someone carried out the instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
How do you know?
couldn't have been an adult. An adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you gave. You misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proved it. Oh. Okay, be careful. Once night should be. As soon as you get the out bell, just channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Oh God, I'm gonna fail. Can I get a hint? I want to say it's the talisman. Or no, it couldn't be the talisman. It has to be the sphere, right? Cause it, oh, or like because Larry saw it. Yeah, I do remember that. I don't understand what that has to do with anything, though. But then... Okay, be careful. Once nightfall should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, let's channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Oh, her name is she is our ally. The whole, here's a picture of her using, you know you can do it. Once this is, also make sure not to tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fire of it. Interesting. That was the mistake you made.
I guess you know what I'm about to say, huh? I don't think it's me who made a mistake, it's you.
Oh, shit. Well, made too many mistakes. It was gravely, and where is that in the note? Yeah. Did you get the bitch badge? Oh my god. Oh, I regret saying that. Oh. Take that. What does gravely roast sound like? Does gravely roast sound like? What, I mean... Gravelly toast? Like, I don't know. Laser dad. Oh no. Oh, all the regrets. You know what? I think I might regret the quote stuff now. Did you know that it's the quote law to do so? No, it's still a roast? Gravelly roast? Daddy, no! Daddy, yes! Yeah. so it's not that. Wait, hold on, let me read it again. We roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay. Is it because of the sketch? Because she got caught, technically? An image of the master. Oh, oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging wall scroll, wasn't it?
Ah, what? Why would I do something like that?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among the others, right?
How did you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Donham on the night of the murder? Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, practice reading.
Miscellaneous, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. I've corrected myself for the future. Sure, Miss Donham taught you how to read gravely and roast. What she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounds like gravy to me, and the only roast I thought was firewood.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. For $1,000, I would do a backflip on a string in a bikini. I mean, I would. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. Guess I did really get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Okay.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy.
I saw the picture out on the hanging wall scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Karain, like it said in this letter.
I see, and then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple and guest area.
Guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then,
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happened. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Yes, when I woke up it was morning. I tried not to cry, but the Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. Threw the letter into the incinerator, they heated up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. Interesting. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry.
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No, I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want. I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Is there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Could you please tell me what it is anyway? It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Someone else? What do you mean? Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Oh, God, dude. That would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Had to have been Maya then, right? I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Her final wish? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. Definitely need to find out more about it. My mother's gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I visit her every month. And last month she told me...
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
My mother's always so nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya is a part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, too. That's right, isn't it, Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture with her letter, too.
A picture?
Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Yeah, very, very innocent smile. What am I supposed to say to her? Ha! Finally figured it out, have you, Wright? You finally realized how terrible of a crime is You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Godot. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. Guess he's talking about the iris and the lockbreaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Wright. Just look at your job to protect Mia Fey. Or just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. I realize that, but... And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. Huh. What did I just say, Wright? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all. Maya can't be dead.
Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearl. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Oh, I don't like the way this is being set up. No. No, you can't tell me Maya's actually dead. No.
My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours.
Teaser. See, you're saved. Aren't I just the best Bond ever? Yeah.
My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Wow. I'm going to be unspeakably pissed off if Maya really is dead, but I can't imagine that they would do that. That doesn't sound right. Unfortunately, though, as Sun predicted, I'm not able to finish in the allotted stream time, so I will have to do this next week when things are different. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for stopping by, saying hi, chatting, following, all that. Really appreciate it. I try and stream every other day, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific. Although, I do want to add that Thursdays might start getting a little later. So I'm sorry that I'm not quite sure how Thursdays will work out yet, but yeah, Thursdays. Oh, Unsmiley, welcome back. I have a Discord if anyone is interested, !Discord. Or there's a link in my About section. It's the best way to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm glad you came back. Oh, thank you, Joker. It's so good to see you. I didn't realize you were here. I feel bad. Moom. Let's see who we can raid. Let's see. I will be raiding someone. If you have suggestions, let me know, because I feel like I raid the same people over and over again, you know? And I want to spread the love around, you know? So, do let me know. Otherwise, I'm sure there's someone I can come up with. I lurk sewers now. Aw. Let's continue. You're a third-rate streamer with a fourth-rate stream deck. Yes, I do love that. Let's see. We could do Techie playing Fall Guys, or we could do honestly, not a whole lot of people are. We could do Otaku Dragon, or we could do Lion Wolf, or we could do someone else. Don't remember her well. Say Frenzied Spectra again? Oh, okay, we could do Frenzied Spectra. If that's, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, would you prefer Sopralto? Just got on VR chat, so I won't join. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do Frenzied Spectra. They're playing Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which I know Groovy loves, so yes. We're back on VR chat, nice. But yes, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later, and let's go raid Frenzied Spectra. Okay, bye.